Meghan and Prince Harry sent shockwaves across the royal family and Britain in January 2020 when they announced their intention to step back as full-time working members of the firm. In a lengthy statement, the pair outlined how they were hoping their position within the firm would change, saying they wanted to live between the UK and North America and to become financially independent from the sovereign grant while still carrying out some royal duties. The Duke of Sussex sat down a few days later with Prince Charles, Prince William and the Queen during a summit in Sandringham to thrash out his and the Duchess' exit terms from the firm. Meghan and Harry eventually stepped down from the firm in the spring of 2020 after accepting their relocation abroad and financial independence would prevent them from carrying out royal duties and using their HRH titles. The decision to leave, which became known as Megxit, dominated the national and, at times, Western world press for several weeks. This huge attention on the Sussexes reminded Ed Perkins, the filmmaker behind the latest documentary on Princess Diana, of the scrutiny endured by the late Princess of Wales 3 decades ago. Mr. Perkins, director of HBOS The Princess, told People magazine, for a space of about a month or two, it seemed like Harry and Meghan were the only thing people were talking about. Very few people were apathetic and it reminded me of the response I was seeing in the archive from 25, 30 years previously, where, for the entirety of Diana's public life, we were dissecting everything. People had strong polarized opinions all the way throughout her life and after her death, and it did feel interesting that there was a sort of similar national conversation happening 25 years later. With The Princess, Mr. Perkins put together hours of films to narrate Diana's life in the public eye, her complex relationship with the media and gave a unique glimpse into her relationship with Prince Charles. Prince Harry also said to have seen some similarities between his mother's life in the public eye and his own. Speaking about reaching the decision to step back as a working royal with Meghan, the Duke told Oprah Winfrey in early 2021, "My biggest concern was history repeating itself and I've said that before on numerous occasions, very publicly. And what I was seeing was history repeating itself. But more, perhaps, or definitely far more dangerous because then you add race in and you add social media in, and when I'm talking about history repeating itself, I'm talking about my mother." Asked what Diana would have thought of the decision to leave the firm, Harry also said, "I certainly felt her presence throughout this whole process. And, you know, for me, I'm just really relieved and happy to be sitting here talking to you with my wife by my side, because I can't begin to imagine what it must have been like for her going through this process by herself all those years ago, because it's been unbelievably tough for the two of us, but at least we had each other." Since Megxit, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been living in California with their son Archie Harrison. In June last year, they welcomed their daughter Lilibet Lily Diana, who traveled across the pond for the first time 2 months ago with the Sussex clan to mark the Platinum Jubilee. Meghan and Harry are to return to the UK within just weeks, as announced by one of their spokespeople earlier today. They said, "Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are delighted to visit with several charities close to their hearts in early September." The Sussexes' first visit will be in Manchester on September 5, when they will attend the One Young World Summit. During the opening ceremony of the summit, Meghan, who has been involved with the organization since 2014, will also deliver a keynote speech. The pair will also be meeting with a group of summit delegates doing work on gender equality while in Manchester. On September 8, Meghan and Harry will head together to the Well Child Awards, the yearly celebration of outstanding ill children and young people led by the charity of which Harry has been the patron since 2007. Between these two events, Meghan and Harry will travel to Germany to attend the Invictus Düsseldorf 2023 1 year to go, marking the beginning of the 12-month countdown to the next Invictus Games taking place in the city.